Yeah. Shadows. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
That meeting, my son's trying to set up a meeting with.
Let me angle a little better. Come on. Give me a little better. Give me a little better angle there. There you go. Tony, what's up, good brother? Happy birthday to you, man. I missed you on Monday, but hope to see you on Saturday doing a birthday turn up. Make sure I get you a drink, celebrate your birthday. How are things with you? Let me go ahead and get this going. Give this a minute or so. Let it breathe.
So they have 10 to 3 Central Time.
There is nothing like a good premium cigar with a good fruity drink. Well, a little rough. I should have. Let me button my shirt up or something to the top. Let me see if I can look a little bit more presentable. Let me get myself together here. Yeah, obviously I was not prepared to do this. I would have put on something nicer today. My wife said I looked washed out when I came out today. Anywho, it's a good day to be alive nevertheless. So I'll do my absolute best and put myself in position to try to do something a little better tomorrow. Damn, this is good. All right, we are at the hour. I want to be prompt and be short. What's up, gang? It's your man Big O coming to you live from E Square Cigars, 3616 Kirkwood Highway, Suite E as in Empress, Wilmington, Delaware, 19808. It's Cigars and Combos live from E Square. Hey, I haven't done one of these in quite a while. I quite frankly just couldn't come up with something to talk about and couldn't come up with a guest to come on and talk to me or talk with me with you guys. And I had a conversation, shout out to Uncle Tuck. Had a conversation, I think, with another blogger, vlogger, podcaster, and he said, sometimes you just got to be comfortable going on there by yourself. And so thanks, Tuck, for telling me that. I always love to talk. It's just sometimes I bore myself, and I like to have guests. I like the interaction of having guests, and I like the interaction of having you guys on YouTube to be able to comment, because if I talk too long, I am bound to eventually piss somebody off. It's just my nature. I don't try to piss people off, but I speak my truth, and I'm over the age of 50. I remember somebody saying, when you get a certain age, you've earned the right to have an opinion on anything you want. Does not mean my opinion is correct, but I've earned the right to have one. So I usually say what I feel and run into opposition with someone. But at any rate, today is a good day. It's Wednesday. I am in Delaware. It is hot as I don't know what outside, even though the sun has gone down. It's murky. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Phil, what's up, man? Shout out to Fire and Ice Podcast. That's another reason you guys don't see me here on Tuesdays. Fire and Ice, make sure y'all check them out. Fire and Ice Podcast. They shoot live. I'm actually sitting at their table. You guys know I usually sit in the front. I'm sitting at their table in the back. They shoot live every Tuesday from 7 p.m. If you guys want to be involved with an engaging, passionate, energetic podcast, come on in, check them out live or log in. Phil and the guys, they go hard in the paint. They got a ton more energy. I'm like subtle and slow mo when it comes to podcasts compared to those guys, but I love them. I fucks with them, and check them out on Tuesday. But that's another reason I ain't been doing it on Tuesday, because I've been enjoying their podcast. But at any rate, I just figured I'd come on today. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long and just talk a little bit about my Corona Chronicles and the things that piss me off. Obviously we like this format because we want you guys to comment, so please feel free to comment. I got my good glasses on so I can see the screen. But last year, probably, I don't know, we came back, they closed us down in March, and then we came back open in June. So probably last June I did a little thing called Corona Chronicles, and it was basically my whimsical look at my life during the Corona pandemic. And so I was thinking about what to talk about, and once again, it was like, shit, Corona Chronicles, we're still in it. I thought we had came out of it. They let us back outside. They said masks were optional. Go have fun, live your life. And then after like 3 weeks, they was like, whoa, pump the brakes. Get your shot, go on back inside, mask up. If you don't have a shot, you can't go here, you can't go there. And now we all at everybody's throat all over again. So, by my calculations, and I'm going to say March of last year to where we are, it's been 18 months. It's actually been 18 months of dealing with the pandemic. I'm just going to share about how it was with me, and let you guys let me know how it was with y'all. But we talk about cigars with the combo. So today I'm smoking a Mad MFer, one of my favorites. It's a medium plus in my book, a rich cigar. It's a rich cigar, and by rich I mean this is how I would explain rich. You can get chocolate ice cream. You can get Walmart, or Wawa brand chocolate ice cream, and it's chocolate ice cream. You can get Haagen-Dazs or premium chocolate ice cream. It's still chocolate ice cream, but it have a richness to it. It's like the flavors are more vibrant. They last a little longer. And that's how I would describe this Mad MFer. It's one of my favorites. It's a go-to for me, and I'm really enjoying it. And as usual, I've got an iced tea with some orange in it. So orange iced tea is what I'm pairing it with. So we got that out the way, right? What the fuck is on my mind? Well, 18 months now we've been dealing with this pandemic. More, if you want to say it started in January. And I want to send a shout out to all the couples who cohabitate or marry and still together after these 18 months. Now I know you guys are like, why the fuck is you saying that? Well, my wife has been working from home since last March. So 18 months of working from home, and I am still amazed at the fact that we are still married. I say that whimsically, but there's probably a little truth to every joke that they say, right? So here's my situation. My wife, she uses the middle of the house as her office, and every day I'm home before I come into the lounge, it's like I'm tiptoeing around the office. I can't play my music. I'm a music guy, not a TV. I can't play my fucking music because they hear it in the background. You know what I mean? I can't make too much noise. If I'm cleaning up, I like to cook. I'll cook my breakfast or whatever. I'm the type, I'll wait till I walk out the door before I clean the kitchen and put the dishes away. If she ain't home, she don't know that, right? All she knows when she come home, the kitchen is wiped down, cleaned down, and the dishes are even soaking in the sink because I am the best dish soaker in the world. I can soak the fuck out of some dishes, or, I'll load them in the dishwasher. But if I cook and eat and don't get up and clean up the kitchen immediately afterwards, she's a little bit pissed off at me. You know, and so little shit like that, man. It's like, God damn. I know she want to divorce me. I know she want to divorce me. She just probably don't want to say I'll get rid of your ass because I'll probably be like, yeah, go ahead, let's do that. I think we both say that. I know if I tell her, you know what, man, fuck this, it's over, she'll be like, bet, give me half your coin and shit, and I'll go ahead and start over. And of course, if I said to her, like, fuck this, is over, she'll be like, yeah, the same thing, bet, get the fuck out and shit. You know what I mean? So, man, God, shout out to everybody that's got somebody working from home, man, because it's like I'm working from home while she working from home, and I don't even have to come into the lounge till 2 o'clock and shit. You know, she be giving me the side eye and shit. You know, I'm up there and, you know, doing whatever it is I do, and then, you know, you feel obligated. And then once again, I'm just speaking my truth, right? Listen, I might want to sleep till 10. Listen, I get home at 1, 2 in the morning. My body clock, I don't go to sleep till 3, 4. I might want to sleep till 10. I might want to get up, get me a cup of coffee, go play some PlayStation, decompress till like 12 and then get moving. I can't, she be looking at me like, I married a lazy bum. You know, so now it's like I'm obligated, I feel pressured. That's the word. I feel pressured to have to get up and do something constructive or productive at 9 a.m. in the morning when I ain't got to be in here until 2:30. What kind of shit is that? But we still married, you know? So I want to officially put it on record. And once again, I'm just speaking my truth. Yeah, Phil said only one working from home. Yeah. Sharp, what's up? I'm just speaking my truth, which is I hate all y'all motherfuckers still working from home. Plain and simple. Take y'all ass back to the office. Take y'all ass back to wherever it is y'all need to go. Put your mask on, get your shot, take your ass back so we can get to some sense of normality. You know, anybody try to call customer service? Customer service is fucked right now because everybody working from home. You know, I remember I had an issue with the register people. So you know, you call them up, hey Trina, you back in the office? Sharp, I know you in the office. So I call customer service. You know what they say. You know what they say is that they got so many people on hold, they give you the message now, right? Because they'll use technology to be like, your wait time is 37 minutes. If you want, we can leave your spot right here. We'll call you back. Obviously, we take that, right? So here's just my experience. So, all right, I wait. Now I got the phone sitting around while I'm trying to play PlayStation, of course. And then the phone rings. The rep, you know they're working from home. Here's how to tell if your rep is working from home. They answer the phone. Hello, this is so-and-so customer service. How can I help you? And I'll be like, yeah, my name is so-and-so. Here's my account number. You give them your account number. They be like, can I place you on a brief hold while I research your account? Sure. My ass be on hold for like 5 minutes. You know that. You be on hold for like 5 to 7 minutes. Girl, Ty, what's going on? Then they come back. Okay, I've researched your account. What's your problem? Well, this is my problem. Well, can I put you on hold while I go ahead and check on your problem? There's another 5 to 7 minutes. Every time you ask them a question, they ask you a question, you on a 5 to 7 minute hold. I heard the dog barking in the background. I know you at home. You know what I mean? They put you on hold because they sitting there watching TV. They watching fucking Love and Basketball, or they watching The View, or Gangs of New York, or Real Housewives of Atlanta, or some shit. Why does my 7-minute call to find out that you received my payment now take me 2.5 fucking hours? It's bullshit. Send them back to work. I'm hating. Send them back to work. I want to be able to call and say I want to check and I want to move my 16 cents from account A to account B and shit. It shouldn't take me 3 fucking hours to move my 16 cents from account A to account B. Trina, what you say? Nope, don't know how you unwind. It's the truth. You know what I mean? Even motherfuckers, listen, we got a pandemic. Sure, everybody home getting that extra welfare, not extra welfare, I'm sorry. Getting that extra COVID unemployment compensation. And listen, I'm not hating on you. if you're in a low-paying job and you're getting paid more to stay home than to go to your job, I would probably do the same thing. I ain't gonna front. I mean, we're in Delaware. I think Delaware max unemployment is what? $350 a week. So you got $350 a week. They was giving you $600 on top of that. That's $950 a week. My ass would have stayed home too. The problem was people like me that's got to go to work. You know what I mean? And the people that's got to open, ain't nobody fucking here. It shouldn't take me 45 minutes to go through the drive-thru at Wendy's to get some fucking chili cheese fries. Customer service is fucked right now. And you can't get mad at the people at Wendy's because but 3 people showed up. I went to one drive-thru and it was 2 people and the lady apologized. She said, "I'm so sorry, only 2 of us showed up today." 2 people and shit running a whole motherfucking Wendy's. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. I'm coming across as an angry old grouchy man. I'm not. I'm just saying this COVID shit. I'm doing a lot of cussing. I try not to cuss. This COVID shit got me on edge right now. You got everybody on edge. You know, I just want, God forbid you get the wrong order in your bag. You're just gonna have to take that on the chin. You're gonna take, if you go and drive back around again to get in line all over again, there's 16 cars in front of you to get your order fixed. I was like, you know what? I asked for chili cheese fries. It wasn't no chili or no cheese on my fries. I said, fuck it. I just brought them to the lounge and put some hot sauce and some ketchup on them and went on and ate them things because it wasn't worth me spending another 26 minutes of my life in line to get the chili or the cheese on them. But yeah, that's what I mean, man. We got to get back to some sense of normalcy because this shit right now, man, it's getting at the critical stages. You know, what else is going on? Man, look at that. My cigar that went out. What else? Ty, happy anniversary to you and the wife. I think I saw something about y'all being on vacation and stuff. Oh, so last year I talked about being home. So this was when I was locked down on COVID. You know what I mean? I had to be home. We was all home because everything was closed down. And so being on the internet, I had to make a confession, which was that I started going to the dark side on internet porn. I know I'm not supposed to talk about these things, but I'm trying to purge, y'all. I'm trying to purge, and I need y'all to help me. You know what I mean? All right, Ty. So, you know, I'm a red-blooded American male, so I'm grown. I'm 50-plus years old. Yes, I look at pornography. Yes, I look at internet porn. It's free. Yeah. But I did not know, and I learned this last year, that there's a dark side. And somehow I slipped into the dark side. I don't know how, I don't know why. I just was like putting in regular stuff, and the next thing I know, I was seeing some shit that I did not know exists. And it's weird because I consider myself a worldly, well-rounded guy, but there's people doing some shit out there that don't need to be doing some shit. And if they doing that shit, they don't need to be filming it. The crazy part was, like, I was so intrigued, I couldn't like look away. You know how it is? Here's an example. Like when you see a car accident and it was real bad and you driving by and you don't want to look, but you keep looking because you be like, and you don't want to see that because you don't want that brain burned into your memory, but you just be like, look, and that's how it was. It was like 2 girls, 1 cup. I didn't know that shit existed. Somebody told me about it. I looked and I was like, I was covering my face. I was looking at it, peeking out of it, and yo, I look at people differently now, man. I'm sorry, man. There's some kinky people out there doing some kinky shit, and God bless you. If that's your twist, that's your twist. But I don't eat after nobody no more. You know what I mean? It ain't got shit to do with fucking COVID. It's just there's some nasty motherfuckers out there. Like, I don't eat after nobody. No, I don't want a bite of your fucking cookie and shit. No, I don't want a half of your cheesesteak. No, I don't even care if it's individually wrapped. You know what I mean? If you come in here and you got 6 cookies and shit, and they all individually wrapped, and you got to hand me one of them cookies, for all I know, your hand was up a cow's ass and shit, you know, 2 hours ago. I'm sorry. I don't even want that shit. You know what I mean? So now I had to train myself to get off. You know, once again, once you become aware, then you become responsible. So I have a responsibility now to get back to some sense of normalcy. So then, you know, I tried to, I just said, all right, we're going to leave. I had to swore, I prayed. I was like, God, you got to help me get off of internet porn. I got off of internet porn. I was like, if I'm going to be stuck at home, let me do some good shit, like train my brain. So then I started doing like the brain games, right? Cognitive stuff. You know what I mean? Phil, I done seen some shit, bro. That I don't want to say, but now it's burned into my memory. But so yeah, so I started doing games like Wordscape. You know what I mean? Wordscape addictive as fuck. I started doing the Bubble Breaker game. You know what I mean? And they were really good. They were really exciting. And then what I learned from doing the cognitive games, which I'm just trying to build up my memory, keep my mind sharp, was that whatever they had been doing over the past 18 months to dumb people down, it worked on me.
It'll be the same concept.
I am dumber today than I was 2 years ago. I'm sorry. It's just my truth. You know, Wordscapes, I was like boom, boom, bang, boom, boom, bang, bang. I remember one time it was like a 3-letter word that if anybody's ever played Wordscapes, play it. But they give you a whole bunch of words. It's like Scrabble and a word puzzle at the same time. And so it was like a 3-letter word that ends in the letter E. Now I ain't got but 6 letters to play with. It took me like a whole day to figure that shit. And the word was something, I know what the word was. Oh, it was a 3-letter word that ends in the letter O. It's only but so many combinations. It took me 2 fucking days to figure that shit out. And I don't cheat on those games. Somebody told me, well, just go to the thing you could cheat. Nah, I don't cheat on those games. You know what the word was? Ego. E-G-O. Now, I ain't got but 6 fucking letters. One of them is already in the puzzle. I ain't got to pick but 5. I couldn't get ego. Yo, man, I'm telling you. I'm dumber than I was. And then so I switch back and forth. When Wordscapes frustrates me, I jump over to Bubble Breaker. Bubble Breaker, if you guys got that shit is the devil, because it's a never-ending puzzle. Bubble Breaker years ago used to be you get all the bubbles down and boom till you clear the board and you won. The new version of Bubble Breaker, every time you get one down, a new one shifts over from the left. So it's a never-ending puzzle. It doesn't end until you can't get any more combos. Well, you know, I'm all boom, bang, boom. You know, I'm doing my thing and shit. I'm up to like, I struggled. It was a struggle for me. I finally got to like 1,800 was my high score. So I'm sitting on the deck one Sunday, you know. I'm like, let me just see what the high score is. They got leaderboards. These motherfuckers is in the millions. Here I am busting my brain out, taking my time, looking at all combinations, trying to play it like chess, 5 steps ahead. I'm all proud with my 1,800. They in the millions. How stupid do you think I felt being a grown-ass man when our high score on Bubble Breaker 1,700 and the high score worldwide was in the millions? Then I went back to Wordscape. I was like, let me see what the high score is or the highest level on Wordscape. I don't even remember. But I remember after looking at Bubble Breaker and after looking at the high score on Wordscapes, I went back to watching internet porn. Yeah, at least I feel a little bit smarter watching that shit. You know what I mean? But I just continued to work. I know y'all like, oh, it's crazy as shit. I was just telling my truth, man. Then it's a good cigar. But I went back, I kept praying, I kept working, and I finally found salvation. Hey, Jakia, my salvation was TikTok.
Courses.
Yo, I was with my grandkids a couple of weeks ago. They taught me how to TikTok, and now TikTok is I don't mess with internet porn anymore. I still mess with Wordscapes and Bubble Breaker, but TikTok is kind of like got into my psyche now, and you know, all I'm gonna ask is, you suck dick? You do? If you don't watch TikTok, you'll see that. You'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm TikToking now, and I finally got off of all that shit. And I was like, all right, you know what? Just pick up a book and read. And then the books, everything I've been reading has been making me angry. You know, I picked up Stolen Legacy. Somebody recommended that. I read Stolen Legacy. That just made me angry. I'm not going to tell y'all what it's all about, but you know, once again, our culture is always being stolen and paraded by somebody else. Hey, Tiff. Hey, Court. Stay up on twos, Court. Hey, Tiff. Have fun with that yellow dog. Then I got off of Stolen Legacy. Shout out to my man, Talk G's. Talk put me down with the, shit, what is it? The Crisis Doctrine. And so I started reading the Crisis. I'm about halfway through that one right now. And of course, I don't trust nobody. I hate the government even more now. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to just go back to reading something whimsical and silly. I don't know. I meant to go back to reading something, some mindless brain candy, because, you know, I'm older now, and I don't know if you guys see the theme here that I'm talking about, but I was a pretty smart guy growing up. I was always the smartest kid in the toolbox, but that doesn't say much about me, just talks about the toolbox I was in. And then as an adult, I was usually a high achiever. Doesn't say much about me, just says much about the low achievers that I was competing against. And over these past 18 months, as smart as I thought I was, I now feel this dumb. You know, as intellectual as I thought I was, I now feel this dumb. You know, and the more I read, the angrier I get. So, yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to give me something. Put some comments in there. Give me something like whimsical, that is not thought-provoking, that's not going to make me look at my history, or not going to make me look at anybody with a critical eye. Something that does not require critical thinking on my part, because the more I practice that, the worse off I am. That's why internet porn is so popular. Just don't look at Two Girls, One Cup. Actually, yeah, I want y'all to see that shit so you won't get... I'm going to go to my grave, and I was like, if I go to the pearly gates and they rewind my brain and see all the stuff I did, and they be like, you watch that, I'm thinking that might stop me from getting... into heaven. I hope it doesn't, you know. But at any rate, let me just keep going on. So, what else is happening? Life is good. Overall, I'm just purging, obviously. I want you guys to help me. But in spite of all of the things that have been going on, I'm still alive. I'm still relatively healthy. I'm not as healthy as I was before. Last year, during the coronavirus, when we was locked down, I was riding my bike 8 miles a day. I was walking 3 miles a day. So I was doing a total of 11 miles. I was at home lifting my weights. My weight set is now clothes dryer for my wife. When she washed the rugs and mats from the bathroom and hang all over the weights. My bike, I went around the block in my development probably 3 weeks ago, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack and die. That's back in the corner right now. It's a mile from my house. We had a 3-mile walk from the house to the Wawa back. And yeah, I did that one time. I got like halfway to the Wawa, to the edge of the development, and I was like, yeah, I'm turning around, I'm going back. So I'm in probably worse shape now. You know what I mean? Phil, you're a connoisseur. Bro, listen, don't give me no more suggestions, man. Don't give me no more suggestions. Tiffany, the Brothers Grimm, as long as that doesn't require any critical thinking on my part, I may check it out. But yeah, so I'm in a little word, pray for me. That's all I'm gonna ask y'all. Pray for me. I'm open to prayers, you know. But, you know, I'll move on. And you know, one of the things I will say I've noticed is that, and this will be the unpopular subject, but hey, I've earned the right to have an opinion on anything, is that since this whole pandemic thing has jumped up, we have gotten more and more at odds with each other. You know, either your coronavirus is real, or your conspiracy theorist is made up. You're a masker or you're a non-masker. Now you're vaccine versus non-vaccine. You know, we're always at odds with each other, you know, for whatever reason. And I'm not going to place blame anywhere. I'm just going to say what I see is that as people here, we're always being forced to pick a side. We're always being forced to pick a side. And I think that's dangerous. I think that's dangerous. So everybody's at each other's throat. You know, I own a cigar lounge. I'm in a cigar lounge. Thank goodness we have honest, transparent conversations in my place of business, man. So we talk about everything. And there's always people on the other side of the fence, and sometimes it gets emotional. And, you know, we always say, let's just agree without being disagreeable. But we don't have to be at each other's throat. You know what I would like to just say? It's going to sound corny, but spread love. You know, love conquers all. You know what I mean? If you're no matter where you are, just spread love. You know, go do something nice for the person at the register. You know what I mean? If you heavy on your EBT card, because you know you got that. Oh, that's another thing. You know, if you got an EBT card, hit me up, because you know I come into the lounge every day. I could use some shrimp and some steak and some chicken. Chicken! This is going to make me go off course. Stop eating chicken, y'all. I saw something from the FDA said that chicken is unhealthy for you. I say that tongue in cheek. Stop eating chicken. Listen, I went to the soup. I wanted to grill. I went to grill on Monday. I've been hearing everybody saying there's a shortage of chicken wing parts and wing dings. And you know, I'm a little critical. Hey, Big Rich. And so I was like, yeah, whatever. Obviously, I don't go to the supermarket. I went to the supermarket on Monday because I felt like grilling some chicken wings outside. I was at Super G, which is my favorite market, by the way. It was no chicken wings at all except for Purdue chicken wings. It was 5 chicken wings in a pack, and it was like $5.60, $5.70, $5.80 for one pack of 5 chicken wings. Yo, I'm gonna need y'all to stop eating chicken wings, because I don't eat dark meat. I don't eat legs. I don't eat thighs. I just eat breasts and wings. But ain't nothing like a good wing. I'm gonna need y'all to lay off the wings, or if you got to hook up with an EBT, come see me, because I'm gonna go buy. Listen, if I can get a hookup, and listen, I'm not that far removed. I'm from Philly, so don't judge me. You know, I'm not that far removed for getting the hookup. If you got a hookup, come see me. I'm going to Super G, and I'm gonna clear the shelf out. Feel what you say? Yeah, you got to go to Wegmans. See, if I can't afford Wegmans, that's where rich people go. Remember, I own a lounge, and you know, just because I own a lounge don't mean I'm affluent. Phil says, man, my wife stopped eating chicken about a year ago after watching the special. You refuse, but you're not ready. Something like that. Listen, you ain't gonna be able to eat nothing, because chicken right now about to be like gas. It's gonna be $3.40 a wing coming up and shit. You know what I mean? But at any rate, spread love, man. You know, if you got an EBT card, you sitting heavy, you see that person in front of you or the person behind you, pick up the tab. You know what I mean? If you can do it. You know what I mean? If you in the right area or something like that, you know, you see an elderly person or a young child, you know what I mean? Go ahead, make somebody's day. And remember, making somebody's day is not always about financially. You know what I mean? If you cutting your grass and you got a neighbor to the left or to the right or something, and you know they don't have the ability to cut their grass, you know, go cut their lawn. If you out sweeping off your front steps, you know, in Philly, I miss Philly. We used to have block cleanup day on Saturdays where they would clear the cars off and turn the water plug. Everybody swept their steps off, swept their sidewalks, turn the water plug on, you rinse your stuff off. And thank God my father raised me with morals and values, because we had a widow on the right and an older lady on the left. And he used to make me sweep all 3 sidewalks and wash all 3 sidewalks off without taking a dime from them, whatever. And so I still try to practice those principles as an adult. But, you know, go ahead and try to do something nice for somebody else and watch how much better you feel. So then when the next time somebody say, put a mask on, you ain't going to be like, fuck you and that mask, blah, 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 blah. You know, you'll probably be like, yeah, I disagree with the mask thing, but you know what? Let me put it on for the greater good. You know, the only thing I'll say is what I learned is that if you do something good for someone, don't come on Facebook, and I know I'm sound preachy, and tell us all that you did something good for someone. I was taught, if you do a good deed, telling everyone that you did a good deed diminishes the good deed. Do it for the greater good, and not so you can get praise from everybody else for doing a good deed. If you guys want to do a good deed, come on over here. You know, bless me. Let me put my Cash App up there. I'm sorry. That's another thing. When did people start saying it's my birthday, bless me with some cash, and throw their Cash App on Facebook? First of all, motherfucker, I don't even really know you. I got probably 1,400 people that are friends on my line, and I might know like 6 of y'all and shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be like, yo, bless me with some cash. Hell no. But if you're feeling good and you want to bless me, bless somebody else, but you could bless me with some cash. I ain't gonna put my Cash App up there, but if you want to come by, you know what I mean, buy a couple cigars, buy a drink, buy me a soda, something like that, we appreciate it, you know. But just spread love, man. I think that's what is the solution, at least for me. You know, and then do what makes you happy. You know, far too many times we get caught up in the peripheral stuff, or trying to make other people happy or please other people, or try to show off for the gram or for Facebook or whatever. You know, I really don't give a fuck if you traveling, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, everybody like to travel and be like, yo, take a picture from the airplane, or what's it take? Catch flights, not feelings. The people that's watching you really don't give a fuck. Take the flight, eat the cake, kiss the girl, kiss the boy, kiss both of them. You know what I mean? Take the trip. Just do whatever you need to do to find happiness for yourself. I always like to say this though, as long as it doesn't harm others. So don't kiss the married woman, because it's going to possibly harm her husband, and maybe you. You know what I mean? Don't sleep with the married man, because it's going to cause possible harm to you, him, or her. You know what I mean? But do whatever makes you happy, as long as it doesn't harm another human being. You know, life's too short. You know, my wife got me the other day. Here's a story for y'all. So I like to go outside in the morning in my underwear. I'm not a freak or nothing like that, but you know, they say a man's castle, he's the king of his castle. And so my home is my castle. Pure, what's going on, Pure? My home is my castle. So on occasion, not all the time, I'll come down. I told y'all in the beginning, she working. So I'm gonna get my cup of coffee. I'm being quiet because she working. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing my coffee. I'm grabbing my phone. I'm going outside. I'm sitting on the deck, and I still got my drawers on. And she'll be like, why are you sitting outside in your underwear? And my response is typically, because it's my house, it's my outside, and I ain't bothering nobody else. Now, I'm gonna give you context. I've got my land in the back, you know, you can't see, the tree lines block me from the road. I've got a deck, I've got a gazebo. I'm under my gazebo. If you can see me sitting on my deck under my gazebo in my underwear, That's because you are trying to see me. And if you see me and you be like, damn, Mr. Omar got black snakes over there, then that's on you. But nah, man, just, you know, do whatever makes you happy. To me, that's my way of being able to say, for a small moment, before I come out here and I have to be beholden to running the lounge and customer service and social responsibility, that's me just being able to say, you know what, I'm the king of my castle, and today I'm going to sit here in my drawers, drinking my coffee, playing wordscapes for the 30 minutes or an hour so I can decompress and be able to walk out the door full of positivity and be able to share positively with people. So, yeah, eat the cake, take the trip, dance naked in the rain if you want to, sit on your deck in your drawers, whatever. Do what makes you happy as long as it doesn't harm another human being. So, with that, I think I'm coming to the end. Shout out to, once again, Uncle Tuck for telling me to go ahead and do it myself. Shout out to Fire and Ice for holding down Tuesdays. I'm gonna have to come back and get on this thing again. Shout out to everybody that took that 30 minutes or however long I've been rambling. What's going on, Will? To be able to purge. I hope you guys are feeling better. I don't know if you are, but I certainly am. Because, you know, we try to hold all this stuff in, and we try to follow the norm or the established rule for outside acceptance. Let me tell you something. Outside acceptance don't mean a goddamn thing. And I'm gonna share one last story with you because I'm gonna go because my man Will came up. Back in the early 2000s, I used to race motorcycles. At one point, and I'm gonna say this, I was considered the fastest street racer in Delaware. I used to race people up and down 95, 495. It doesn't matter. You're on a motorcycle, you pull next to me. If you look at me, that means you want to race. So we used to have these races on Wednesday night at Hooters. Every night after Hooters, we would all get together. We would race up 495. We would start at 13, exit 1, and we would race up to the Pennsylvania state line, to the truck stop. It's 13 miles. And for a whole summer, I lost like 2 times, the whole summer. And he used to be like, oh, you the man, you fast than a motherfucker. Well, the following year, 2007, I had a wreck on 495 at over 130 miles an hour. I was fucked up. I was in the hospital. Fucked up. I ain't gonna tell about everything I had, but this is what I always like to tell people this story. This hand I had broke, so I was in a cast, right? This thumb I had dislocated, was pinned, so I had 3 fingers. This hand, you can't really use it. This hand, you got 3 fingers. I'm a righty. Imagine trying to wipe your ass with your off hand and you only got 3 fingers. All that social acceptability don't mean shit. Not one person who was telling me, race this guy, I want you to race this guy, I want you to race that guy. Yo, we getting ready to go up here and we gonna race up this place and that place. Not one person came to my hospital bed and was like, oh, you need something. Not one person hit my family and was like, yo, you need a little something. Not nobody. So fuck what other people think. Do what makes you happy as long as you don't harm another guy or another person. So Will man's behind the camera, he just walked in. Will got a Subaru WRX. I switched, I don't do motorcycles. I got me a Acura, whatever the fuck it is, turbo whatever. Me and Will was going to go, we still doing Route 9?
Yeah, whatever we can.
Yeah, me and my boys used to do Route 9 in Delaware aggressively, and I can't tell you how many people would crash back there. And I told Will, I was like, Will, we got to get these cars out there and get a good spirited run on Route 9 and find the right time before the season comes to an end. You know, I just make sure my insurance is paid and shit. I'll be like, yo, a deer ran in front of me. How you wind up in the bushes? A deer ran in front. Geico, take care of that shit. Yeah, a deer, bro. Geico, take care of that shit. Do whatever you want. Do what makes you feel happy. Do what gives you purpose. You know, do what makes you smile, because there are a lot of us, unfortunately, I was just talking to Kyle, that did not make it through this past 18 months. There are a lot of us that's a lot worse off today than they were 18 months ago. And I could sit here and talk shit with you guys and bust it up and have y'all listen to me and still have a good cigar, have a fruity drink, have members in the front that was gracious enough to give me 30 minutes to talk with you guys, have brothers that just came in as gracious enough to give me 5 minutes to wrap up and, you know, try to be some semblance of the king that I am. So with that, I'll close by saying, hey, Letitia Burnett. So Letitia Burnett is my niece. I love you, sweetie. I haven't seen her in a number of years, but I follow you on Facebook. That's the one thing I can say. Social media keeps us closer, but I haven't told you over the phone or personally that I love you. And in case I walk out here tomorrow and lightning strikes me and shit, just know that I love you. And Wood, I appreciate you. Shout out to you guys. The DMV Megahertz was fucking awesome. Y'all outdid yourself. I'm glad to be a part of this band of whatever we can describe ourselves as. And I'll close as I always do, which is, if no one told you they love you today, tell your goddamn self. That's the only thing that matters. Peace. Thanks for listening.